Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Just about 1 hour ago, I've just read a certain news that ex-CS Henry Rotich, his case has been acquitted when it comes to the case of Aror and Kimwarer Dam. I don't know who will come out and tell the truth about what happened during the regime of Uhuru Kenyatta, alongside with his deputy, who is now the president, William Samoei Ruto. Today, I want us just to call a spade, but not a big spoon, because the reality is, this kind of mega scandals started during the regime of Uhuru Kenyatta as the president and William Samoei Ruto as the deputy president. I want us to start with the issue of NYS scandal. Who was the cabinet minister of devolution was Anne Mumbi Waiguru. When you look at the scandal that was reported by that time, it was shaking the government of the day because billions and billions of money was lost. At the same time, this is something that we saw with the government of Uhuru Kenyatta, as those who are now the official of the government of the day-to-day. These are individuals that their cases have been acquitted because of the saying that there is no enough evidence to come out and charge these individuals. Look at the case of Anne Waiguru. Anne Waiguru, when it comes to the scandal of NYS, look at Henry Rotich. Now, as we speak, his case has been acquitted as there is no charges. They are saying there's no evidence to come out and charge Henry Rotich. Look at the cabinet minister of energy, that is Keter, the former cabinet minister of energy, Keter. As we speak, there's nothing and case about Keter. When you look at people like Davis Churchill, who was even sacked by Uhuru Kenyatta, as investigations continued, you are told that Davis Churchill was innocent. When you look at, again, Rigathi Gachagua was also accused. And what he was being accused was about the money that he acquired in form of corruption, where Rigathi Gachagua had 24 more companies that was securing government tenders. After investigations were done, and even they found that Rigathi Gachagua had 200 million Kenyan shillings, a scandal and corruption money. Immediately, Rigathi Gachagua took over the office as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. What we saw was that the case of Rigathi Gachagua was acquitted. Now, I want to ask a simple question. Despite of Uhuru Kenyatta coming out to tell Kenyans that his government lost 2 billion Kenya shillings on a daily basis, according to the report we got from the Auditor General, she came out denying that let Uhuru Kenyatta come out to give evidence. But when you look at the statements of Uhuru Kenyatta, it was a clear indication, ladies and gentlemen, that Uhuru Kenyatta could have fought this issue of corruption. But I want you to watch the way Uhuru Kenyatta was so determined.
We will hold our anti-corruption bodies accountable now going forward. And that there is no sacred cow in this government. None, including myself. There is none. I have no right, no authority to call a minister, to call a permanent secretary, to call a chief executive, to tell them to award a contract to a particular individual. There is a process. Everybody must know that if you hold that office, you must do things in accordance with the law, not in accordance with pressure of people who are calling you atifanya hii, fanya ile. Wewe mwenyewe ndio utakuwa held accountable. Ukifanya, ujue wewe utafungwa peke yako, na ile story ya zamani ya kufikiria ati ukishikwa uanze kulia ya kwamba kabila letu linanyanyaswa, sijui Wakikuyu wananyanyaswa, Wakalenjin wananyanyaswa, Waluo wananyanyaswa, ujue wewe ni mwizi peke yako. Wenzangu wa Bungoma
speaks to the issue of corruption. Fellow Kenyans, I want to renew my pledge to you on this fight. I will not turn to the left or right. I will not soft pedal or back pedal, nor be intimidated. I will make no covenants with evildoers, neither will I show mercy to those who rig our markets in order to enrich themselves. As we soldier on in this fight, I today seek the indulgence of our judiciary. And I do so because I strongly believe that no administration in the history of this country has prosecuted corruption cases the way I have done. From ministers to governors, senior government officers, procurement officers, I have been on the front line. And since I respect the principle of separation of powers,
should give us convictions as an indication that we are winning this war. Saa ingine wacha nisiseme unajua natoboa alafu wengine wanasema ati mimi nakasirika. Nakasirika nikiona ujinga, lakini kwa ukweli ukiona vile wengine wanafanya na vile wanaongea, unashindwa kama wanaishi Kenya hii ama wanaishi dunia nyingine. Kila siku tunaambiwa juu ya kesho. Tunataka kujua ya leo ni gani. Hiyo ndio haja yetu. Kwa sababu tukipanga ya leo, ya kesho sasa tutaganga. Lakini kama leo ni anyway. Wanasema ati hiyo ndio kazi yao kuongea. Sawa, waongee. Ni Uhuru.
So it is a clear indication that despite of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta being so eloquent when it comes to the issue of corruption in his government, there were several individuals that were seriously sabotaging the process. I know some people like Rigathi Gachagua, immediately they were sworn in, they came out saying that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta came out stealing public resources. At that time where the petition, or rather presidential petition, was presented before the Supreme Court. So Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga had advantage of squandering all the public resources. And even he came out describing Uhuru Kenyatta was using boxes, ferrying this money to their homes. At the same time, we are losing hope with this leadership of our country, because every leader in the Republic of Kenya will not come out to speak the truth. At the same time, the independent institutions that are required to come out and investigate these individuals, they are being bribed. How will you expect the truth and justice to come out if these independent institutions, individuals that are in those offices, they are so corrupt? When will you expect justice in the Republic of Kenya? Just the other time, Anne Waiguru squandered the public resources of NYS while she was the cabinet minister of devolution during the regime of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. As we speak, Henry Rotich with few individuals, as William Ruto was also associated, they came out squandering the public resources of Aror and Kimwarer Dam. So how will we come out to of course trust these people as day in day out hao wanafanya bidii kujisafisha, then so that they can come out and say the constitution says you cannot come out and accuse someone guilty until proven guilty as per the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. I think the rule of law should be stipulated in a way that if someone evidence is there, let them not just take 4 years, 5 years, just investigating certain individuals because of corruption. And that is why these individuals, they always come out to interfere with evidences. So I want to say that the day one, when Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto took over as the next government, that was the day that corruption started. And scandal after scandal, Aror and Kimwarer Dam, several stadiums that were not built, but the money was given to individuals that were having companies that secured those tenders. People like Moses Kuria was given a tender of building a stadium in Kiambu. He never came out building. As we speak, the area that was to be built a stadium is now a forest. But Moses Kuria's company was paid. You look at Rigathi Gachagua, squandered the public resources with acquiring government tenders. He had 24 companies, and what was purported of him delivering, he never came out delivering. When look at William Ruto, was accused with many scandals, because this man was so intelligent that in a way that when he wants something in the government, he used some individuals who are occupying these offices. So when he's squandering these public resources, you could not even understand if it is William Ruto or not. Because even if cases are, of course, in the courts, you will not realize that it is William Samoei Ruto who is, of course, in those cases of corruption. So the reality is, Kenyans have been left alone, and I think we don't have anyone will come out to tell us the truth, because when Uhuru Kenyatta came out saying that 2 billion Kenya shillings is being lost, these individuals came out saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is lying. But the reality is, even as we speak, this government of William Ruto, people are busy stealing the public resources, and in the name of them coming out to, of course, work for Kenyans. For what I know is that these people who are in the government of William Ruto are the same individuals who are in the government of Uhuru Kenyatta. Look at several of them who are now the cabinet ministers, who are the chairperson of boards, parastatals, are the same individuals who are in the government of Uhuru Kenyatta. So you cannot convince me, ladies and gentlemen, that truly, even despite of the case of Henry Rotich has been acquitted, now we should trust them that the system is okay. The judicial system is okay. Judicial system is not okay because we are not being served with justice that we want from the court. So if now there's no one corrupt, since Uhuru Kenyatta took over, and again he finished his 10 years, now William Ruto has took over, then no one is being accused in the last corruption that were reported in the judicial system. How will we expect now trust these individuals? So I think for me, it is unfair to come out to say that Henry Rotich and others are innocent because they have said that there is no evidence proving these people guilty. So I don't know how these things are going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? What do you think? Because now it seems like Kenyans are being left alone, as the public resources are being squandered, as these independent institutions that should come out and investigate these individuals, they are corrupt and they're not coming out to serve us with justice. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below.